It looks like CG does not want everyone getting the Stranger on day one. We have just discovered that Nute Gunray's profit is not counting towards the global feat, which is a real big pain for free-to-play and players that don't have the new pirates. The good thing is, I have discovered a strategy for those that do not have Moss Kanata or Pirate King Hondo that can get 100 stacks of profit in one battle full auto. Let's get to it. What's going on, Knights of X, and welcome to the first video of a series for the Conquest for the Stranger. I was pretty annoyed when I found out that profit was not counting with Nute Gunray lead. I thought that was going to be the most accessible way for all the players in the community that don't have the new pirates to be able to get that global feat. We are going to be fine. I was able to get this done with none of the new pirates at Relic, High Gear, even Zetas. It is a breeze and it's full auto. I'm going to show you everything right now. So heading into Conquest, I want to show you it's right in the beginning of Sector 1. That's the good thing. So when you get this done, I'm going to show you I got it done already. 100 profit, and I already have deployable cooling systems in case I want to use that pretty early on. So that is one and done for me. So it is in Sector 1. And the other crazy thing is I didn't have any crazy particular data disk. Nothing. This could have been way easier if I had more survivability possibly. Or you don't even want damage. That's the thing. You don't want to do damage because you want to keep them alive. But if you look at my data disk, guys, I had one. I had the evasion. That is it. I have a couple others in here that I have not applied yet. I got them later on, but I had one data disk doing this battle. And here's the node. The mini boss node of Sector 1 is where you want to do this. Like I said, no Maz Kanata, no Pirate King Hondo, none of the new pirates at High Gear, High Relic, and no Zetas. It is just a breeze. So the team comp that I want to show you that I did it with is when I go to my global feats, it's right here. It's Ethano lead. He is at Gear 12 only because I was testing the 5-star Relic or High Gear comparison when they first released the Gear update, but this could be done at Gear 8, Gear 9, I promise you. He's not touched the entire battle. What is important is you have the Omega on his lead. You want to make sure everything is Omega'd on him. That's pretty important. This one's not important. The leadership you're going to want and the unique. The unique is important because you want to make sure you're able to remove stacks of profit when you use a special ability, when you have more than 4 stacks. So the leadership Omega is important, and the unique is as well. And everything else, not so much. So I just want to make that out there. No Zetas. For the second, I chose Brutus because Brutus is needed for Sector 1 anyway, and he's not a tank. Because if Quigold is used, he can get targeted. You don't want that to happen. So you can use either Brutus, Silvo, Nest was doing a little bit too much damage, I was figuring out, so I didn't use Nest. Santa Staros I am using because she is already in everyone's roster. She's needed for Dr. Aphra. She doesn't need to be a High Gear or High Relic. She's not touched the entire battle. She could be unlocked at 3-star Gear 8 and still pull this off. Now, JML is very helpful here because he is a tank and one of the best tanks in the game that will always have the taunt up because of Wat Tambor, who's going to be your 5th because you're going to give Jedi Master Luke the tank tech. So this is the comp. Pretty much, it's all dependent on Ethano's lead. He's going to gain stacks of profit. The whole team of pirates are going to gain a stack of profit when they have more buffs than debuffs than the enemy, I believe. And then Ethano can remove stacks of profit when he has at least 4 and does a special ability. So you do that in a 10-minute span, it's going to get you 100. The most important thing is if you don't have JML, I would recommend another tank like possibly Ahsoka Tano. Not a lot of people are going to have that GL. If you don't have a GL available, I would recommend Crew. Malik does not tend to get the taunt on too much because he doesn't have any protection. So no voluntary Vanguard is hurtful here. So I'm really recommending if you have a GL tank like JML or Ahsoka, that's the way to go. If you don't, I would recommend Crew and try to get as much fortified and entrenched as possible to make him extremely tanky, because you're going to see in the video Seer's ability as well as Jedi Training Ray is very annoying to deal with. But if you have a GL, you're in really good luck. So what I want to do really quick is transfer over to the video and show you exactly how it's done. So this is the gameplay of exactly how it went down. Same exact thing that you're seeing, same data disk, extremely low gear. Ethano does not need to be high. Brutus has no Zetas. He's not even high. I don't even think his abilities are maxed. But this is the battle. I'm going to show you it on full auto. I'm just going to play it out slowly in the beginning so you know exactly what to do. It's really not that hard. You just want to make sure the first step is the most important, and you want to make sure you do the second step as well. Tank on JML, always. Always. Try to give yourself critical hit immunity. I like to increase Jedi training raise cooldowns because her heal immunity is annoying, but it does not matter. Here, I go for a tenacity down ability on an AoE. You can see we have 1 stack of profit. Brutus has 5 stacks of profit. And then once Watambor goes and puts the weapon tech on Ethano, the rest is full auto. I just do a basic there because I don't want him to waste his special abilities yet. You want to make sure he's doing those abilities when he has at least 4 stacks of profit. So he has 4 stacks of profit. He's going to be able to remove it. So you see how he goes down to 0 stacks? He's now going to be able to reset and regain his profit here. And if you do this over a 10-minute span, I was able to get it done in one battle. Worst case scenario, 2. But think about it. If this is going to make the difference between gold crate and red crate by spending 2 battles doing full auto with very low gear characters and not even crazy data disc, you're going to be in really good shape. As you can see here, they do get buff immunity and the ability block, but the tank is a cleanse. JML is going to have permanent taunt. They're not going to have enough damage to get him down. If you do have entrenched, like I said, or fortified, you're going to get even more defensive stats and make it even easier for survivability purposes. But I did it with the bare minimum. I do have a Relic 9 JML. He's a very good Galactic Legend. Even at Relic 7 or Relic 8, you should be absolutely fine. But no crazy modding. I don't have no 6-stop mods on any of the pirates. I have full health mods on Ethano. He doesn't need damage. You don't even want him to do damage. You want him to just use him for utility, for profit. So I'm going to play this out a little bit faster so you guys can see it on 2x speed. We are going to fast forward to the end, but I just want to show you there's at no point in this battle where your team is in danger. You just want to make sure you put it on full auto. Your Ethano is getting to higher stacks of profit so he can remove his own stacks when he does a special, and the rest is absolute cake. Like I said, worst case scenario, maybe 2 battles, but I promise you this was a one and done for me. You can see the sides are not touched. Ethano and Brutus and Sanastaros are never in danger here. The only sketchy parts are when Cal gets his buff immunity and ability block, and they possibly targets, and Jedi Training Ray can do her buff removal, leaving your team exposed for a turn. As long as JML gets his cleanse going, you're going to be fine. So I'm going to skip all the way till the end so you guys can see it, because it's relatively the same thing for the whole entire battle. Just full auto, there's 10 seconds left. JML, absolutely beast here, tanking it up. But that's the end of the battle, and boom, 100 profit in a single battle. No Maz Kanata, no Pirate King Hondo, no Zetas, no gear, no relics. It really is a game breaker and game changer. I was really scared because when Nute wasn't working, I was like, okay, a lot of the community is going to have a hard time getting this character without the brand new pirates up and running. But with this cheese, it makes it possible for you guys, because I'm telling you, even at 3-star and gear 7, this will work. So please, if you have these characters unlocked, just get them to like level 85 or 80 and make sure they can get this feat done, because it will get you 15 key cards, and that's something you cannot afford to miss, especially with a lot of the harder other key cards this conquest. So guys, that's going to wrap up the first video for the Stranger Conquest guide. I hope this feat helps you going forward. If it did, leave a like, share it with your guild, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content and to become a Knight of X. And I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you all.